Alright, back out another day, commercial fishing out here. A little bit breezy this morning, gonna make fishing a little bit tough, but today I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the money side of this commercial fishing business, I guess you could say. But before we do that, let's try and catch some fish. We're looking for California halibut today off the San Francisco Bay. And gotta get my lines in. We're headed out right now. Alright, we just did a little drop off, went from 10 to 15 feet. Let's go ahead and drop this frozen herring in. If you've watched any of my previous halibut videos, this is just the same setup that we always use. Nothing special today, nothing fancy. Alright, little update. We've been trolling for about half an hour, no action yet. There's this little kind of trough or trench that sticks out right up here that's where I was headed to, or that's where I am headed to. And I'm thinking that when this tide is ripping, it's gonna be pushing bait fish and everything right up off that hole, up onto that ledge. So I'm gonna troll right along the top of that ledge, right where there's some deep water to my right here. And hopefully, if my theory is correct, hopefully that current will push up some bait, and hopefully there's some halibut sitting right on the top of that ledge waiting for unsuspecting prey. Yeah, that makes sense.
There's like a little party back there.
Yeah, oh. At the bottom. Oh, there's a fish. Right there.
This way. A lot of shakers.
Feels kind of small. Yeah, shaker.
Fish on the floor.
Yeah. It's better than what I was catching 10 minutes ago. Like it. Maybe, no. Pretty sure that's a shaker. Give it a measure. Just to make sure. Looks like 21. Yep, 21, exactly. So in the California Bay area, without the salmon fishing season that we normally have, the halibut are under severe pressure, much more than they were in previous years. And because of that, they're going to be changing, at least I'm pretty sure they're going to be changing the sport fishing limit of California halibut to 2 per person, which I'm all in favor of. And so yeah, super important to take care of these fish. You can see when I grabbed it, just kind of pinch it right here, right on top of the gill plate. It's not too hard, so it's not going to puncture those gills, but yeah, just want to handle them with care. Try not to drop them on the boat, and do your best to give a nice clean release. So this guy guaranteed will survive this release. There we go. All right, still looking for a keeper. All right, sounds good. I'll follow you. I don't know if you heard on the radio, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but I'm fishing with my buddy Alan again today, and we're gonna make a move. It seems like, I mean, I caught a couple here, but really not that great of action, and even the 2 that I did catch were little baby ones. So we're gonna make a little move here and try and find another area that hopefully has some more bigger fish. Quick release. Getting a little bit breezy out here. It was a little breezy when we first started, and then calmed down for a little bit. It was really nice, and now it's starting to pick up again. So we're kind kind of coming down to crunch time. I've yet to log a skunk day out here this season, or this year. Every time that I've come out, I've caught at least one keeper. But that's in serious jeopardy right now. Well, we gave it our all today. Put in about 5 hours. Trolled up and down, east and west, north and south. Through the wind, against the wind, with the wind. And didn't find any keepers. Got 3 shakers, but nothing to take home. So we'll have to pick this video up again tomorrow morning. All right, we're back. Today, we're not messing around. Just getting straight into it. I'm gonna drop this down right away. Today is about redemption. The weather's not supposed to be good, but for now it's definitely fishable, and we're gonna fish it until it's no longer fishable. So yeah, lines are in, got my herring down here. Today is about redemption. The weather's not supposed to be that great, but for now it's definitely fishable. So we're gonna fish it until we can't fish it no more, and hopefully we can get some redemption, because yesterday, man, that was a tough day of fishing. But hopefully today we can redeem ourselves. Got everything set up. Well, I got one rod set up, then I'm gonna get this other one down in the water. We're gonna catch a halibut today. Well, little update. No fish. But I do have a problem here. You guys see that? It's my power cable going to my motor. And I'm not an electrician, but that doesn't look like it's good. So yeah, there's that. I'm not really sure. I think it's just getting salt water in there. Yeah, that's not good. I think what happened is there's salt water getting into the wire somehow. I guess the seal must have broke or something, because it's been a while since I swapped out on it. It's definitely gotten wet before, but for whatever reason this time it doesn't look good. So I think we gotta head in. It is a little frustrating, but honestly the bite wasn't that good today anyways. I obviously fished for the last almost 4 hours, not even a scratch. I saw one boat catch one, and I don't even know if his keeper didn't look that big, but that's it. Frustrating day, but honestly, of all the days for it to go out, this is probably one of the better ones, since there's not that many fish to be caught out here anyways. So let's go take care of that, and then we'll be back out here another day. You can see that red one is totally disconnected, and that's just because it corroded somehow the seal broke there. So once the seal broke and then the salt water got in there, that was toast. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it, give it about 1 inch or 2 on this side, and then I'll cut it on this side, reconnect the two, and it should be back to good working condition. Really simple, just like that. So now we're just going to connect red to red, black to black. And to do that, we're going to use these guys right here. So these are just, I call it butt slice. These ones, and then I actually like these a little bit better. These are the same thing, they're splices, but these are heat shrink slices. So once you connect the two, if you hit them with a lighter or torch, these ends will shrink, and that'll create a little bit better of a seal to prevent any more salt water from coming in there. And so let's use these two. I don't like these ones, will work too, but let's just use these. We have them. Oh, and before I start crimping and connecting the two wires, I'm going to slide this piece on, and this is basically another heat shrink tube that's going to create the final seal. This is the real seal. Everything else is just kind of backup after this, but the exact name is the heavy wall heat shrink tubing, and this is a 1/2 inch to 5/32 inch here, just like that. That way, once everything's connected, we'll slide that back down and then hit it with the lighter here to shrink it on there. So these are pretty simple. You just slide them on, And then once you slide them on, then you just crimp them. It's a pair of pliers. Just like I was saying, red to red, black to black. That's it. Pretty simple fix. I'm no electrician, but if I could do it, I'm sure you could do it as well. That's good to go. We'll see you back out on the water. All right, let's try this again. Third time is the charm, hopefully. Headed out. This is actually the third different spot that I've tried in this little video here. First two obviously didn't pan out, but hopefully today we can find at least one fish. I just want one keeper. Anything more than that will be a bonus. And today I'm fishing with my buddy Nick Fish. He's back there a little bit. You might see him at some point in this video. But today we're gonna try and first troll some frozen herring, just because I can cover a little more water doing that. And then if that doesn't work, I got this live bait that Nick Fish was nice enough to donate to me. So if the frozen, trolling doesn't work, then we're gonna drift around some live bait. Not very much pressure on this water today. If there's any fish out here that are hungry, we're gonna have one of the few baits that are down there. So let's see if we can make it happen today. I'm tired of not catching fish. A lot of bait here. All right, lines are in. Marking some nice bait balls right here. Signs are good. Ready to gaff. Nice keeper halibut this morning. All right, the time has come. We trolled for about an hour and a half. Nothing, no bites, so the captain has a live bait. That's the rig right there. Just single hook through the nose, small live bait hook. We're just gonna let the wind take us, drift us in this direction. Missed one. Got him! I went back around and got him. Oh, I don't think this is a halibut though. Striper. I circled back around to that same spot. And I got him this time, but unfortunately it's not the target species. Oh man. It's been a grind out here. I guess I'll take it at this point. Break the skunk, hopefully get us pointed in the right direction. But I just circled back around to where I got that bite not too long ago. And I got a feeling that it's probably the same, maybe not the same exact fish, but the same type of fish. Which is not what we're looking for, but at this point we'll take it. I just grabbed the rod too because I was like, we're going right through that same spot. I want to be ready just in case that fish comes back. I thought it might be a halibut, but unfortunately not this time. But it's a fish. Fish. Another striper. Well, if you're catching fish, it's not the right kind, unfortunately. There he is. Probably a legal sized fish, 18 inches, but not looking for striper today. Looking for halibut. There he goes. live bait. Another striper there. Close to legal size, but like I said, not a striper day today. We're looking for halibut. Keeper halibut. Alright, that was my last live bait. So now we're back to trolling 2 herring. Looking for that elusive keeper halibut. That was definitely a halibut though. Let's circle back around. I think it was a small one. Normally if it was a good sized halibut, it would have grabbed that herring, but I don't know. Can't be for sure. Maybe it was a big one that's just a little hesitant. Like a good one. That feels like a good one. Definitely a halibut. Definitely a halibut. Definitely a halibut. Now it's just a matter of if it's going to be a keeper or not. Oh man, it's been a grind. I think it's a keeper, but it's really close. I'm pretty sure this is like a 23-inch fish, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to throw a gaff in him. I'm going to see if I can just grab him here. There, got him. Yes, I think that's a keeper. Well, it's a little windy out here, so I'm not sure how this audio is going to come through, but I'm almost 100% certain that it's a keeper after looking at it now. Let's just give him a quick measure here. Oh yeah, easy. Easy keeper, 24.5. This one ain't going nowhere except for into the cooler. Yes! Oh man, was that a grind. Took me 3 days to catch this fish, but we did it. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. And honestly, when it's not easy, the reward is even a little bit better. It's a little bit sweeter. But yeah, we'll take care of this fish. Make sure to bonk him and bleed him. Keep that meat nice and fresh. Because, I don't know, I mean, even if you're gonna eat it yourself, either way, you want to keep it nice. But I feel like when I'm selling it to other people, I have that kind of responsibility to do my best to make sure these fish is ship shape. All right, we're headed back into the harbor now. I know I promised in this video to talk about the money side of commercial fishing, but considering I'm not gonna make that much money with my one single fish, I'll save that for the next one. I promise in the next one I'll talk a little bit more about the money side of things. But I'm gonna go sell this one fish off. I know I said at the beginning of today, if I catch one fish, I'll be happy. And I'm definitely happy that I did catch one. It was a tough day. I saw a few other boats out here, a few other kayaks, my buddy Nick, a few other boats as well, and I didn't see any other keepers come up. So definitely a tough day out on the bay, but we persevered. It definitely wasn't easy, but we found one keeper. So we're gonna march on in with that, with our heads held high, and we'll be back again for another one on the next adventure. Really quick, just want to announce 2 things. Number 1, props to those commercial guys who are getting out there doing it every day. I mean, you saw in this video, some days it's good, and when it's good, it's fun, but some days it's tough, and when it's tough, it's tough. So props to those guys for getting out there and going every day. And then number 2, quick announcement, I just added a new feature to my Patreon. So anyone who's a member of the Patreon already knows about this, but if you're not a member and you'd like to join, A new feature that I just added is a Discord server. I think it's a good way for me to connect to all of you back at home. So if you're interested, in addition to the normal monthly how-to videos that I'm posting on my Patreon, I'm now adding the Discord server. I'm gonna post like channel updates. I don't know, I just posted like the fishing regulation change to 2 California halibut per person, just random stuff, and then, you know, even non-related fishing stuff. Anything you want to post, if you have questions, you know, whatever it is, throw it on there. So yeah, if you're interested in connecting a little bit more, getting more channel updates, more content, just general stuff like that, join the Discord server. I'll have the Patreon link in my video description. But other than that, thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Pull off.